Hello my fellow Battlefielders, welcome back to the channel. DICE has just confirmed Season 5 along with some further details on Season 4 in their latest blog post. DICE has confirmed that Season 4 will also mark the end of Year 1 and will launch in early 2023, and it will bring a new specialist which will also be the final specialist that DICE plans to bring to 2042. It will bring an all new battle pass, bring new hardware, and much more. The map that will arrive will be smaller, shorter, and a linear design for up close and personal close quarters combat that the Battlefield franchise is famous for. The concept art for it shows massive tunnels, and it seems to be similar to maybe Operation Locker or Metro, but kind of bigger. DICE has not mentioned whether or not vehicles would be present on this map. My opinion, I really hope not, as this is something that Battlefield 2042 needs that a lot of other Battlefields have had, is just an infantry focused onslaught of a map. That's what this one needs, and I really hope that it is, because a lot of the fans have been asking for an infantry only map for like every Battlefield that comes out, and it seems like this would be the perfect map. Even if it's like a callback to the old infantry maps like Metro or Locker, like something similar, it seems like this is what 2042 needs. We need something fresh, something different than the crazy vehicle onslaught that we have experienced so far in 2042. Not that I haven't had fun with some of the crazy moments that some of these vehicles can do, the railgun tank, just crazy in general, but I feel like infantry only, it's something that people have been wanting for a while now. It's something that we always want, and I feel like it would be a nice breath of fresh air and just something different that we really just need to push for, and I really hope that this is it and DICE nails it perfectly. Other details that the blog post mentions were just updating the community on changes that are coming in Season 3 that I've already talked about on this channel in other videos, so I'll kind of keep this short. Things that are still coming in Season 3, which are including Specialist Class rework, the Manifest rework, which will be launching later this month, the Breakaway rework, which will arrive sometime early next year. DICE is targeting a rework for Discarded sometime in Season 4, and as DICE gets further along in the process for Hourglass, they will use the next development update early next year to confirm a release, which is understandable because I do believe that Hourglass is the biggest map in 2042, and in my opinion, it's by far the worst map in the game, if not the worst map DICE has ever made. And with the reworks that we've gotten so far, I'm fairly certain that DICE won't let us down. And I really can't wait to see what they do with Hourglass, because I feel like it's a mess, and it's just, I understand they have to save it for last because it's probably going to be the one that requires the most amount of work, but I'm sure they won't let us down. Season 5 will be consistent with what we have experienced with Battlefield 2042 in the first 4 seasons, with the exception of no new specialists, with a new map, new hardware, new battle pass, and much more. And DICE has teased a bit of what the Season 5 map could be. In the blog post it states, "Together we all have a common love of this franchise, so in Season 5 you're going to see us lean into previous games and how they can show up in the world of 2042. The new Season 5 map coming will be a forgotten battleground that last saw combat in the Battlefield 4 era. An overgrown area engulfed with vegetation, and by the 2042 war, it will encourage a combination of vehicular and infantry combat, meaning team play is the key to victory." Now this could potentially mean two things. It could be a reworked map from Battlefield 4, or it could be a map that is from a previous Battlefield game but has not been reworked since Battlefield 4. Now I've seen a few fans on Reddit who have attempted to figure out what map this would be, with some fans speculating that it could potentially be Zavad 311, but I think they're misinterpreting what was said, as Zavad was already overgrown and full of vegetation, and it seems that the blog post implies that it becomes overgrown between the 20 years since the Battlefield 4 timeline and the 2042 timeline. There has also been fans speculating that it could be the Siege of Shanghai map, which was a fan favorite for Battlefield 4 and one of my personal favorites as well. with the remnants of the skyscraper everywhere and the city in rubble due to the previous war, and it's now overgrown with local vegetation. I mean, they could have the skyscraper laying, you know, in pieces all over the place, the map just completely torn up from the previous war, and it would kind of make sense that they would be able to do that, because if you remember, the tower in Battlefield 3's Caspian Border, you could knock it down. Well, when Battlefield 4 came out and Caspian Border was launched, they had a new tower, but then they had the remnants of the Battlefield 3 tower that you could knock down. So it kind of makes sense for it to be that. I mean, there's plenty of other maps. I mean, you have Dawnbreaker that it could be. I've seen one Reddit poster say that it could potentially be Flood Zone. You know, there's been a lot of speculating on what the map could be. And personally, I can't wait to see it. A fan favorite map from Battlefield 4 kind of seems like where they're going. It's not going to be Operation Locker, or because DICE has already pretty much said that there's going to be vehicles involved. So it's not going to be really many maps that don't have them. I don't really see it being any of the DLC maps either, which, I mean, it could. But with that being said, I mean, I'm very curious of what it's going to be. I feel like people who are guessing Siege of Shanghai are either, you know, have some sort of detail on why they think that, or because it was just a good map, it was one of the best maps in that game, that people would love to see it again. Although I don't know if we'd be able to knock down another skyscraper, which it would be cool to actually have the remnants of the original skyscraper everywhere. And then because that map had so many other ones, and they're all abandoned and probably all destroyed from, you know, the previous war, be able to knock down another one and create like a whole new part of the map. That would be pretty neat, but who knows? Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think, what you think the map would be, and why you would want it to be that map. And I mean, that's all I really have for today until we get another update of what could go on in potentially for Season 5 and even Season 4. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.